Besides other professional training institutions, Staff College Quetta and National Defense University prepare the officer cadre to face future challenges. Through their portals pass thousands of officers who are molded from an inchoate mass into magnificent leaders, imbibed with fighting spirit, conviction in their national cause, unflinching and selfless devotion to duty. Pakistan Army provides equal opportunities to women who now proudly serve alongside men to take up the challenges of defending their nation. Since 1960, Pakistan Army has been actively participating in the UN multinational efforts to maintain peace and order around the globe. Its contribution to UN peacekeeping has been as wide-ranging as the varied cultural, geographic, political and security conditions in which it had to operate. Congo, West Irian, Somalia, New Guinea, Cambodia, East Timor, Slovenia, Haiti, Bosnia, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Ivory Coast, Kuwait, and Yemen are to name just a few. The humble contribution it has made in this regard bespeaks its desire to see the principles of human dignity, freedom, and self-determination applied to all the people struggling to secure their inalienable basic rights. Conflict at Siachen, the world's highest battleground, is embedded in the unresolved Kashmir dispute. On April 13, 1984, Indian Army committed aggression and occupied positions overlooking key passes in the Saltoro Range. Pakistan Army rushed its troops to stop further advancement of the Indian troops. Since then, both armies face each other, combating the harsh, brutal weather as well as each other. Kargil was not a one-off operation, but the latest in a series of moves and counter-moves at a tactical level by India and Pakistan along the line of control in the inaccessible snow-bounded northern areas. Indians had been creeping forward across the line of control even after the Shimla Agreement. The Kashmiri freedom-fighting Mujahideen occupied the Kargil heights that the Indian Army had vacated for the winter. The Indians brought 4 regular divisions into the area, along with a heavy concentration of artillery. The Kargil operation was a landmark in the history of Pakistan Army. As few as 5 battalions in support of freedom fighter groups were able to compel the Indians to employ a large number of formations. Our nation remains proud of its commanders and troops, whose grit and determination was obvious and unquestionable. Pakistan's missile program is indigenous and has a wide array of weapon systems in its missile arsenal, which range from the short-range Hatf to the medium-range Abdali, Ghaznavi, and Shaheen, and the long-range Ghori and Shaheen 2. Pakistan has successfully tested its indigenous cruise missile, Babur, which can be launched from ground, air, and sea platforms, including submarines. In May 1998, India carried out its second nuclear tests at Pokhran after the first in 1974 and became highly belligerent. Its saber-rattling forced Pakistan to come out of the nuclear closet and conduct tests of its own, declaring to the world that it possessed nuclear weapons for its defense and deterrence of warmongers, but it harbors no aggressive designs against anyone. In December 2001, taking advantage of the international environment, India carried out massive deployment along its border with Pakistan to coerce Pakistan to regress on the Kashmir issue and accept Indian hegemony. Pakistan's response was swift and timely. Due to superior strategy and national resolve, in response, India had to retreat and withdraw its forces unconditionally. Pakistan Army has borne the brunt of the international war against terrorism and has paid a heavy price in the loss of precious lives through retaliation to its strong and decisive action against terrorism and extremism. Pakistan Army and the nation are firm in their resolve to root out terrorism and are playing a major role in the efforts to counter the menace and making Pakistan a safe and secure land for its citizens, where people from every walk of life, religion, and creed dwell in peace and harmony. The Army has played a major role in improving the socio-economic conditions of the tribal belt and Balochistan, and has uplifted them through a sustained focus on its human resource development, education, health, communication infrastructure, and poverty reduction. Pakistan Army has always responded to any calamity, natural or man-made, to help not only Pakistanis in distress, but humanity worldwide. Whether it was the massive earthquake that caused havoc and devastation in Kashmir and northern areas of Pakistan, the tsunami in Far East or cyclone in Bangladesh, Pakistan Army has responded with all its strength and missionary zeal to aid mankind. Contribution towards national development by the Pakistan Army has not been confined to the defense sector. Pakistan Armed Forces in general and Pakistan Army in particular have contributed to building roads, bridges, schools, hospitals, and other basic amenities. The Karakoram Highway is a clear example of a daring feat of construction in one of the most treacherous terrains of the world. Rehabilitation of the Sakhar Barrage was a challenging task, which the engineers of Pakistan Army successfully accomplished. Pakistan Army has never demurred from lending a helping hand whenever asked to do so. It has performed multifarious tasks in the aid of civil power whenever the occasion arose, whether it was duties during census or elections, anti-dacoit actions, and evacuation of flood, fire, or train accident victims. Its cantonments provide sanctity and security, along with job opportunities and basic amenities like education, medical, and sports facilities to local civilians residing in the vicinity. Pakistan Army's organizations like SCO, FWO, and NLC play a major role in providing logistics and laying the communication infrastructure in the most demanding of terrains. Sports and Pakistan Army go hand in hand, since the armed forces remain fit and pay a lot of emphasis on physical activities. They are the backbone of every physical sport in the country.